Okay, good morning, everyone. So this morning we are working with mind and emotions. This is our last class of our 10-week term, and we'll be reviewing the whole body. So I know some of the things you'd like to add, so I'll be adding those for each of you. And we're going to be focusing on the full moon. The full moon is coming to fruition during our class. And the moon represents the mind, reflecting the light of the soul or the sun. So that's a really important image to bring in. And they're in alignment today. And hopefully we will fall into alignment as well with our true changeless selves. All right, so let's get started. Find your spot. It's a bit of a rainy day, so I will try to heat you up a bit if you're chilly. Exhale, bend your knees, release neck and shoulders, and inhale, open up, and just find your breath and your body. And make a ha sound if you like. Encourage you to close your eyes whenever you can today, to just go inside the body to increase interoception, the ability to feel inside the body. Knees tracking over second toes. Just notice your feet as you exhale. As you inhale, if you like, you can lift your toes and just try to activate the feet that way. Exhale, release the toes. Now I want to start bringing your arms a little higher. Just notice how that feels. If it bothers your neck and shoulders, then keep your arms lower. The arms even higher. Finishing up. Inhale, arms at the sides. Exhale, hands through the center as you make a humming sound. Inhale, drawing that full moon as your arms come up. Exhale through the center. Inhale, coming up. Do this in your own timing. So drawing the full moon with your arms, big circle, and if you can feel that moon, that you're inside it, find the center of it as you exhale. If you like, you can add Om on the exhale. Om. Finishing up when you're ready. And make an intention for yourself, a heartfelt intention. You might want to touch your heart, either in Anjali Mudra, or you can cross your hands over your heart, bow your head to your heart. In yoga, we are learning to bow our heads to our hearts as the primary focus. Learning to listen to our hearts, our souls. Listening to your deepest heart's desire. Make an intention, a sankalpa for today. And when you're ready, I'm going to draw that full moon by moving a little bit more. Coming up on the toes, feel free to put a block between the thighs, or you can tie the ankles together with a belt. Any of those things that we've done in other classes that work for you. Exhale through the center and finding your Sushumna channel, your central channel of energy, all the way from the top of your head to the base of the spine, and by extension into the legs and feet. Inhale. Drawing that full moon, and it might help you to visualize a waterfall, feeling that Sushumna channel falling down. You're right in the center. Feel that water all around you. And then reaching the earth with some beautiful spring flowers coming up at your feet. Some beautiful rocks having been worn away by that sparkling water. Exhale. Bring Ujjayi Pranayama into this, constricting the throat, or just make a ha sound. You can add that humming anytime you like. You're at home, so feel free to do that. I'm going to add Somaya Namah. It's to do with Soma, the juice of the moon, the light of the moon, the radiance of the moon. As I exhale, I'm going to add that on the next one. So that Soma, we have in our bodies and minds, we radiate with this vitality. It's said to be linked to the glow of the moon. Somaya Namah. Drawing that moon as you inhale, feeling that water flowing around you as you exhale. Somaya Namah. Namah. And just finishing up when you're ready. Perhaps bringing your arms to the side. Perhaps feeling that huge full moon all around you. Clear. Perfectly aligned with the light of the soul. When someone's happy, we say they radiate. This is the kind of radiance we're talking about. It's called Ojas in Ayurveda, Soma in yoga. And it leads to tejas or light in the body, through the eyes, through the smile. Your heart manifests joy. And we spread joy to others when we're aligned with our own joy. When you're ready, we're going to move into warrior. So we're going to keep with these kind of heart opening type poses. So inhale, we're going to bring our arms to the side and we're going to do that forward lunge piece, lifting the heart. And exhale, and bring the hands together. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, release. So this is for the upper back and lower back. Inhale, lunging forward, arms to the side. This is neck and shoulders, lifting the chest a little bit or a lot, thumbs back. Exhale, palms together, round the back. Inhale. Warrior one, straight up. If this is too much, you can do this forward if that feels better for your spine. And exhale. Just keep this going your own timing, adding a bit of bhavana or felt, sensed intention, attitude, visualization. Inhale, arms to the side, feeling that fullness of the moon. Exhale, gathering up to the center. Inhale through that central channel. You feel that fullness of the moon all around you. And exhale, release. Let's try to feel those different axes of the moon. Inhale, the sides of the moon. Exhale, the center of the moon. Inhale, the vertical axis, the up and down. And exhale, release. Inhale. Sweeping your body through that fullness. In your yoga, moving meditation. And switching sides. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, release. These warrior poses bring us courage, connect us to the kur, the heart. Exhale. They give us confidence, strength. Help as a resource to pain and stress, thoracic mobility, this movement of the spine, especially the upper back. Let's bring in our bhavana, the moon, if you like. Inhale, feeling the horizontal axis of the moon. Exhale, feeling the central axis. Inhale, feeling the vertical axis. Exhale, release. One more time. Horizontal, center, vertical, release, and coming back to the center. Notice how you feel. Let the breath slow down. One of you wanted to work with your feet a little bit today, so we're just going to add a calf stretch for the physical body. So if you have a wall or a ledge or a chair, it's a nice way to do it. Let's just put your hands on that ledge, chair, table. Your hands could be straight if it was a chair. And the back foot parallel to the front. Just exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Just so you can get into that calf and just focus your attention on grounding. Your feet are so very important. I woke up the other day, I'd never experienced this, just with plantar fasciitis in one of my feet, and I was like, whoa, that is really interesting. You can just wake up with that. So it's been a little bit of a journey this week for me with my feet as well. A lot of us are walking more, so to be expected. And we work with the calves. Calves can get tight, switching sides. And energetically, this is very grounding. Focus is down, focus is on the feet. Back foot parallel to front. Exhale, bend the back knee a little bit and get into that deeper soleus muscle of the calf. As you exhale, getting into the gastrocnemius, the bigger calf muscle. Just keep that going your own timing and focus your attention on the downward flow of energy grounding upon a body. You're working with a table or chair, just coming back to a spinal stretch. I know a lot of you love this pose. I learned from my Iyengar yoga days. Exhale, bringing the hips to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side, getting into the side body. Notice where you feel that. You can always bend your knees at any time. You can move your head side to side. I feel this a lot in my upper rib cage, but some of you might feel it more in your lower back, depending on where your tight spots are. So just remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed, today's about mind and emotions. Sometimes these emotions just take us away from, emote us away from our center. So when that happens, sometimes lengthening the breath and doing forward bends and moving the thoracic spine, the upper back. These are all ways that science has demonstrated help us with pain and stress resilience. Okay, when you're ready, come out of that. And notice how you feel. So this mind is like all of Prakriti or nature is susceptible to much change, constantly changing. So in the stormy weather of the mind and body, can we find our stillness? Can we find our center axis? Can we hold on to our center? And that's what today's class is about. Great. So we're going to do some side movement a little bit more. We're going to start with Tadasana. Inhale, we're going to change it up a bit today. Inhale, arms coming up. And exhale, coming to the side. One arm comes down and just do a nice side stretch. Inhale, hands center. And exhale, other side. So we haven't done this variation in a while. It's a nice one. Now, if you want to add on for more challenge, you can come up onto your toes as you inhale. And exhale, you can even try to stay on your toes. That's a bit challenging, but you can do that. I personally like to come down at the end of the exhale. So I stay up and then I come down so I get a deeper stretch. So you can add that too. So you can just stay down on the heels or try to add that toe movement, heel movement. I like to get my lower back involved by sticking my hip out. That's another option. This lateral movement. Yoga, this links us to what's called samana vayu. It's pendulum movement in the gut. Science is called rhythmic movement. Swaying back and forth. Rocking back and forth. It's very balancing for the mind emotions. Get on a swing. Any direction, but the side way is actually said in yoga philosophy to bring us to balance, this lateral movement back and forth. Bringing this to samana, balance. These are all resources we can use to come back to our center. Let's do that right now. Back to the center. To the heart. To the still point within us. Yoga is not actually linked to any particular religion. It's a philosophy for all religions, all spiritual belief systems. It's a psychology. To bring us into our center so that we can experience the spiritual life. Moving on with the side movement. So bringing the feet to one side. Inhale, arms coming to the sides. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, extend the arm along the ear. Exhale, hand up, look down, stretch the neck and shoulders. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. This one's really wonderful for neck and shoulders. Let's keep this going. Inhale. Exhale, stretching way to the side. Inhale, extend long through the side body. Exhale, hand back, look down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. Inhale, pausing between inhale and exhale. Exhale. Inhale, make your movement mindful. Exhale, pay attention to every second. Inhale. Exhale, center. So usually we need to slow down to do that, which is part of why this movement is a little slower. It also helps our nervous system slow down, to slow down the breath, slow down our heart rate, slow down our blood pressure. These are all good things for stress. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sticking this hip out and sliding side, 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 side. If you have something like this, actually, that's quite nice. Coming to your Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale, arm along the ear if you can. Stretch nice and long. Exhale, hand up, look down. That top hand you can bring back to the side of the neck. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. And try to start and finish each movement with your breath. Start to inhale, then start to move. Pause. Start to exhale, then start to move. Pause. Start to inhale, then start to move. Pause. Start to exhale, then start to move. Pause. Start to inhale, start to move. Pause, exhale, center. Into your Namaskrtya, Soma, balance, sthiti, standing. Into this place often in your practice to find your balance, your center. Your Sushumna channel, your central channel. We're cleaning this out. We're cleaning out all the nadis, all the channels, 72,000 of them. We're cleaning them out for our practice, so that prana can fill them energy. Okay. Forward bend. Inhale, we're doing all the movements of the spine. Inhale, arms up. I'm going to bring them to the sides. And I'm going to do a namaste position. Exhale. Somaya Namah. Inhale, coming up. Somaya Namah. This is the Soma, the juice, the vitality of the moon, your immunity, your vitality, your energy. Somaya Namah. You can do it with me or just listen. As you inhale, draw that full moon. As you exhale, feel that waterfall going all the way down, cleaning you. Somaya Namah. Inhale, drawing that full moon. Exhale, waterfall. Somaya Namah. Last time. Somaya Namah. And stay at the bottom. You can use blocks for this if you like, or a chair, just to help you get a little bit more length. Or hands on the floor. Inhale, extending. Exhale, releasing. Bend the knees, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, lengthen, look forward or even up a little bit. Exhale. This is wonderful for the spine, for lengthening the spine, especially as we age. Tends to feel a little bit compressed. Lengthening it out. Maybe you can come a little closer to the earth. It's the nice thing with the blocks, you can change the height over time. Just see which one feels most comfortable for you. You might want to just stay on the ground. You want to bring your hands into your feet. And just stay in the position. You might want to hang here. Put your belly on your thighs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. So your belly is on your thighs and your lower back is long, and then exhale, release. Now that, inhale, a little bit of an arch. Exhale, release, or just stay. Maybe hold the heels. When you're ready, coming up slowly. Inhale, halfway bend the knees. Try to lift the head if you can. Exhale, this helps the blood pressure regulate. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, center. Just notice how you feel. Forward bends, wonderful way of letting go of stress, of heat, of feeling of being stuck, heaviness. It's also used for letting go of tamas, heaviness. All right, moving into our Pavavriti twists. So today we're going to do Trikonasana Pavavriti. You could have a chair, you could actually keep these blocks. We have some blocks available. Start with those there. They could be quite close to you or away. We're going to start high, and you could have a chair in front of you. You could do it that way. That's also a wonderful way to do it. So I'll just remind you of the full pose, and I'm going to do all variations. So inhale, arms center, exhale, drawing a line across. And again, you can go to any of those places. That top arm can be up or can be down. Yeah, my block, I'm remembering I like to do that way. Facing that way, it really doesn't matter, whatever works for you. Inhale, center, exhale, other side, drawing that arc across. I'm going to keep my hands down just to warm up and find the alignment of my shoulders to begin with. Your head, you can look up, you can look side, you can look down. And inhale up. Eventually, you might go all the way to the full pose. Okay. To begin with, we're going to warm up the thoracic spine. So just play with that a little bit, and then we're going to go into the full pose, perhaps. Inhale, center. Let's bring the arms dead center. Exhale, twist just the upper back and look behind you. We did this last week in Warrior. This is a slightly easier version. So you can do this in Warrior or in a lunge. We did that last week. It's a slightly easier version. Just notice if there's one side of your neck and shoulders a little tighter than the other. And is that your hard side to twist to? So my hard side to twist is my right. I feel this little tension on that left side of my neck as I go there. So this movement can just help even that out. And it might be on one side in your upper back and opposite in your lower back. You have a S curve in your scoliosis or those kinds of imbalances. And this movement, this bilateral movement, is very regulating for the nervous system. Helps us with pain and stress management. A lot of sympathetic nerves in the upper back, so probably has something to do with that. We're not sure. It's probably a whole person experience. Okay, we're going to start twisting it further by just aligning the shoulders side to side. And you can also bend that knee if you want. That might take you a little bit more into it and get into the hips. So this is just the first stage of our Trikonasana Paviti. Now, if you want to take it further, you can use that chair, you can use the blocks, whatever you've decided. For me, this is a really gentle version. Do just as a warm up and kind of see how things are going. And the higher you keep it, the more it's going to be in your upper back. So if you want to work more with your upper back, keep higher up rather than going to the floor as much. Now, some of you might like to take it lower and go towards the foot. You might want to straighten that top arm. Just doing this on your own, side to side. And take a break between left and right sides if you want. Exhale, center, and then start again. That's the classical version, is taking that little break in between. Sometimes I like to just flow side to side to get the emotional benefits of that movement side to side, that rhythmic movement. Consider adding a hold after exhale. This is for cleansing the mind, emotions, and the liver this time of year, spring. Lots of liver action going on. You might be a little more irritable. Try to drink lemon water, green tea, bitters, dandelion, milk thistle. I just bought some milk thistle when I was in Vancouver because I'm starting my spring cleanse full on next week for Easter. So this is the pose for the liver. This is the liver pose. And it also works with the kidneys, spleen, the pancreas, all those second, third chakra organs. When you're ready, release. Okay, our counter. This one's for the hips and the back. I'm going to show this in a few different ways. Utkatasana. I'm going to start really gentle because I know a lot of you have trouble with this pose. So we're just going to start with a half version down, but it's still going to be an exhale. Inhale, arms side. Exhale, I want you to imagine you are hugging a tree and bend your knees and have a look. Align those knees with the second toes. Feel both feet. Ground yourself. Sink down to where you can. Inhale, up. You can sink just a little bit or a lot. Exhale, hug that tree. Inhale. Feel that full moon. Exhale. Hug into your center. Inhale, fill up with that radiance of the moon. That's Soma. Exhale, let go of any blocks. So you hug into your center. You can keep that going, or if you want to take it up a notch, You can go to the wall and do that and just go up and down the wall, or you can use a block and stand on the block, or some of you will not need this prop. I need this prop, but some of you will not. Inhale, if you can, go all the way down. This demands a lot, so be careful. This is a lot for the knees, so do not do this if your knees do not like it. This is one of my hardest poses because I have very short Achilles tendons and tight calves and hips, so this one's a big, hard pose for me, so we all have those. So do modify. You can use blocks. Just keeping with that image of the moon as you inhale, exhale, letting go. Filling up the moon vitality, inhale, exhale, letting go. This is a great pose for elimination of mind-body toxins. If you are constipated in your body, this is your pose. If you're constipated in your mind, this is your pose. Letting go of the obstacles, the kleshas, the coverings of the mind. And finishing up, should be quite warm after that one. And release. So we're going to head down to the ground now, a little bit earlier than usual because I want to move into pranayama. Today I remembered to bring my carpet because it is a little bit wintry still. And I think I can probably turn off my fireplace because it's a little bit warmer. So just finding your seated place. Whatever's comfortable, you can do this in a chair. I'm going to angle my camera down so you can see me a bit better. If I can move it. Oh, yes. There we go. Okay, you can see right into Gunboat Bay now as well. That's kind of nice. All right. Yes, now I'm remembering. I have to loosen this little lever to move this. Okay, so finding your spot. So be comfortable. Last week I showed you sitting on the block. I'm going to do that one today. Sit on the block like this. That's can be comfortable. You sit on a bolster, sit on a chair, sit cross-legged, or I like to sit in Vajrasana because it's better for my hips. So your choice. All right, so we're going to do this Shitali pranayama we did last week, but we're going to do it. We're going to add on today. We're going to add on for the liver. This is a liver pranayama. Great for the spring. Inhale through the tongue. And exhale, take one of your hands and exhale through the right nostril as you roll your head down. I'm going to keep switching hands. I'm using Reiki Mudra. Feel free to use just a little beak with your hands. Inhale through the tongue or through the teeth. Tongue just behind the teeth. Exhale, other nostril. Okay, so I lied. Exhale, just the right nostril. That's another one I just did. You can also do that if you want. That's for just letting go on both sides. I'm going to focus just on the right nostril, letting go of heat in the liver. Inhale, tongue or teeth. Exhale, right nostril. Inhale, tongue or teeth. Exhale, right nostril. Now keep this going. Keep a ratio. Inhale 4 to 12 seconds. Exhale the same. You want to add a hold after inhale to fill up with that Soma. This pranayama, Shitali, is about vitality, the inhale. And the exhale is the toxins letting go from the liver. You hold after inhale, exhale, right. If your neck hurts during that hold, don't do that. If you've had enough, just go back to regular breathing. Otherwise, you can do a few more. And release. Tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth. Feeling the third eye between the eyebrows. First two fingers together. Jnana mudra for wisdom. And as you touch that spot at the roof of the mouth, you might feel some waves of bliss. That would be normal. Thinking the third eye to the throat. And to the heart by bowing the head to the heart. Find what's comfortable for your body. If your neck hurts, with your chin down and Jalandhara Bandha, release that. Inhale, so, exhale, ma. This vitality of the moon. Inhale, so, exhale, ma. And when you're ready, moving to the next part of our class, lying on the back. So if you do a practice at home, or you do the video practices, do consider adding one of these pranayama practices to the end of your practice to increase the effect of your practice. That was just a 5-minute practice, doesn't take long. So keep that in mind. I usually do that instead of shavasana myself, pranayama meditation, which is quite common in teachings from Chennai. So when you're ready, lying on your back, just going to move into a bit more movement to get the body limbered for another round of seated pranayama and meditation. So the whole point of these asanas we do is so that we can sit. That's the whole reason they exist, is to keep us healthy in our bodies and our minds, preparing the breath and the mind so that we can sit and do the deeper spiritual practices of yoga. Just lying here for a minute, just taking a little rest. And then when you're ready, if you like, start to move, or you can rest longer, your choice. Inhale, arms up, Tadaka Mudra. You can have a blanket under your head. You can have a bolster behind your arms. And exhale, hands coming down. Inhale, chest to belly. Exhale, belly to chest. Nod the chin down at the top of the inhale, Jalandhara Bandha. Start to exhale before you start to move. Still exhaling at the end of the movement, pause. It's really working on the movement of prana. Inhale, chest expands, then belly expands. Nod the chin in. Pause. Exhale. Belly contracts, chest falls. Pause. Can you feel the movement of the back body? Inhale, upper back, lower back, and belly. Exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in, chest falls. Consider adding a hold after inhale. Half the length of your inhale. So count your breath. How long is it? Then hold half the length of the inhale at the top. Then exhale. Do this in your own timing. Ujjayi pranayama, constricting the throat as you do this. And rest when you're ready. This pose, Tadaka Mudra, is a wonderful way to work with pranayama. You can work on the inhale or on the exhale, and the bandhas also with the exhale. We're going to keep working on that inhale piece, filling up with energy, vitality, that Soma of the moon. I'm trying to catch the energy of the moon as it rises today. So I'm just bringing my matting a little bit so my feet are on the floor, but whatever you have available. Inhale, lifting the hips up. We're getting ready for bridge. I've got my knees and ankles approximately aligned. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, lift up higher, bring your arms up, chin in. As you exhale, roll the spine down and stretch your hands away. Stretch, 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 lengthen the spine. And bring the hands down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lift higher, bring the arms up, tuck the chin in. Exhale, roll the spine down, stretch the hands away. Keep this going your own time. You can add more breaths to that halfway up pose, which is for strengthening the lower back. So you can add 2 or 3 breaths here. Or you can just keep going 1 breath per part. And then inhale, lift higher. And exhale, coming down. Please continue in your own time. And just finishing up. When you're ready, move into Uttanasana. Bringing the knees into the chest. Inhale, knees away. Exhale, knees towards you. Now, if you want to work a little bit deeper with this, remove the hands and see if you can do it just with the movement of the core. This is actually the movement energetically of the Apana. So try to move just from the pelvic floor up to the belly button. These bandhas, Mula Bandha towards Uddiyana Bandha. This will activate the Apana Vayu, the downward flow of energy. So it's a good way to train yourself to do it without the hands. And then when you add the hands, just feather light hold, just guiding you. I find it easier actually without the hands to really get it. Start to exhale before you start to move, and if you like, add a hold after I exhale with the knees into the chest. This is to remove toxins in the colon. Colon is the seat of Vata dosha in Ayurveda, which causes us a lot of stress when it's not in balance, anxiety, pain, constipation of mind and body. And then hold after that exhale. Really important to start to exhale before you start to move, to engage the bandhas, Mula and Uddiyana Bandha, the root and the stomach blocks. Just finishing up, after you do that, your hip flexors might be a little tight. So let's just do a counter for those. Arms at the side, any height that works. Your feet can be together or wide apart, as wide as your mat. Inhale, center, exhale, side. Your palms can be up or down, your choice, according to your neck and shoulders. Just going side to side. And if you want, you can add turning one hand down as you twist the hand away from the knees. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. You can move the head side to side as well. Be careful. Back of the head is more towards the side the knees are on. So you have to move the head with that care, because if you just twist the head, it won't be aligned. So bring the top of the head back and then twist from there. So do that with care. If you have neck and shoulder issues, maybe skip that part if it's too much. The spring is here. I kind of focus a little bit on the liver today. And this is also really helpful for our emotions. I'm just going to create a bit more space here. Make sure you got lots of space as we move into our twists. So we haven't done these in a while. Bring your legs center. Now, you might want, I brought my props today so I can show you these things. You might want some landing pads. You can do this with pillows, bolsters, okay, on each side, or if you can, go totally to the side without that, then you don't have to use these, which is another option, okay? So inhale here. I like to have my palms down for this, just to give a bit more stability, but palms up is also good. Exhale, come to one side. To make it a little bit easier, we're going to inhale here. And then exhale back to the center and around to the other side. And you can turn the head if you like. Inhale here. Exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button as you come to the other side, head center, then twisting to the other side with the head if you want to add the head, otherwise do not. So moving on exhale. Start to exhale before you start to move. Palms up or down. Now consider staying a little longer on one side. You want to try inhaling, stretching that top leg. See what that feels like. Maybe you can touch that leg. Again, you can have a bolster under your legs or a bed pillow on each side. This will help keep your shoulders down. You can have 2 bed pillows per side, so feel free to do that. When you're ready, you exhale, bend the knees together and come to the other side in one breath if you can, and then other side. A little bit more room for myself here. This one needs lots of room. I think you can still see me. Good. And when you're ready, exhale, bend and come to the center. Just making sure you can see me. It looks like you can. When you're ready, coming back to the center and taking a break. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, legs up, arms up. Lots of room today. Exhale, touching the toes down and bring the knees in. Inhale, legs up, arms up. Exhale, touch the toes down, draw the knees in, or you can just bring the knees in right away. Just adding this core work. Further away your toes are from your core when you bring them down, the more you'll feel the strength work in the transverse abdominis, the lower abdominals. Have something under your neck. If you're feeling strain in your neck as you do this. And just finishing up. Tuck your knees into your chest and rest. This is not restful. You can hold underneath the knees and rest like this, or just rest with your legs straight or knees bent and feet on the ground. Just rest here, let the breath slow down in Apanasana. When you're ready, you can go into Shavasana or join me for pranayama, meditation, chanting. We do a few more of these deeper practices in the last 2 weeks of our classes. And you might want to put a blanket or sweater on if you're chilly for any reason. Just notice how you feel having done this work this morning together. And we're going to do some what's called Chandra Bedna pranayamas. This is inhale left, exhale right. Chandra means moon. It's the moon breath, increasing the left nadi, the Chandra side, and decreasing the Surya nadi, the right side, the sun side. So it's about increasing Ojas, vitality, coolness, and letting go of irritation, heat, rajas, overactivity. Today we're going to work on letting go of triggers, emotional triggers. So that we can come to a state of balance in our mind and bodies. So yoga philosophy does not say we should not act. Kriya Yoga, the Yoga of Action, chapter 2.1 in the sutras. Action is very important. Bhagavad Gita talks about action, karma yoga. But in these acts, we need to think about what we're going to do carefully and act from that place, that intentional place. And having done that, letting go of whatever happens, the fruits of our actions, surrendering to what is. Problem with this is that we often get reactive. We emotionally react. We do not respond to situations. I'm including myself in this. Sometimes we think we're being virtuous by doing that, by reacting, by fighting, by pushing back. Yoga does not agree with this approach. Yoga suggests always acting from a place of equanimity, upeksha, chapter 133, upeksha. So until you find that upeksha, that equanimity, step one is create a little space. Take some time out. If you can catch yourself, pause, do nothing. Find your ground and then act. The results will be better. So let's work on that through our bodies. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. As you inhale, I want you to say to yourself, my mind is getting stronger. As you exhale, say to yourself, I am no longer triggered by others. And switch hands anytime. I usually do 4 on one side and I count with Nyasam, which you guys know. That's how I count. And then I switch hands and I do Nyasam on the other side. So your choice. 4 with one hand, then switch or switch side to side. Inhale, left nostril, exhale, right. Now pick your ratio. Inhale 4 to 12 seconds. If you can you pause after inhale? During that pause, can you visualize the full moon? Your mind as that full, clear moon reflecting the light of your soul. And you can say to yourself, I am strong. Inhale, left nostril. My mind is getting stronger. Exhale, I am no longer triggered, bothered, disturbed by others. Find your own language. Hold after inhale, half the length of your inhale. Keep this going your own timing. And just finishing up when you're ready. Just relax the breath. Let's do a few Shitali pranayama, about half the number of those Chandra Bednas you did. Inhale left, exhale right. So we're going to do just a few. Inhale tongue or teeth, exhale nostrils and constrict the throat, Ujjayi. Tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth as you exhale. And just finishing up. You could do more if you'd like. So continue or stay in meditation to close. Tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth. Inhale, so. Exhale, ma. Shataya sampatam somena saharaya shataya sampatam somena saharaya Shataya sampatam somena saharaya somena saharaya somena saharaya Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Namaste. Namaskaram. Happy spring.